folks, welcome back to another video. You join me standing outside in the freezing cold. I should be wearing a jacket, but I went to show off the t-shirts. I haven't really pushed those very much lately, so you can always buy a JV Mountain Skills t-shirt. Really helps to support the channel and enables me to keep doing more of these videos. On that theme, I usually say this bit at the end, but if you click the like button, smash the subscribe button for us on Insta and Facebook, give us likes and follows on there as well. It's really flipping helpful, and like I say, it just means I can do more and more of these videos, and I'm really enjoying them, and I hope they're useful for you guys too. Today's video is about the Petzl GriGri. I've done a video on this before about sort of why I love the GriGri, because it's my go-to sport climbing device, but this one's just about paying out slack quickly, right? There's videos on this on YouTube, and Petzl have got really good stuff as well, but someone did ask me specifically about this because they'd seen a link to another video, and the method that was being shown on that video was, I mean, it's pretty unsafe actually. It just wasn't very good either, so I thought I'd try and answer their question, and it might be useful for other people as well. This is a GriGri 2, and on the back of it, it tells you the rope diameters it's good to be used with, 8.9 to 11 on this one. The rope I've got here is a DMM Crux. It's a 9.1. They don't make them anymore, but it gives you an idea of the thickness of it. 9.1, but it's probably a bit chunkier now because it's been used a bit. Load it up. It's not a video on how to do all that kind of stuff. It's purely the paying out slack quickly bit. Now, firstly though, you can actually pay out slack pretty quickly with a GriGri because we all tend to use fairly skinny ropes these days, and it's well designed for it. So actually I don't need to do anything other than just pay it through. Right, like that, and I can actually pay it out, as you can see, fairly quick. You can just see with that one or here, the cam started to engage a bit, so up to there, fine. Go a bit quicker, it jams up. We want it to jam up. That's a good thing because that's the safety element of it. When our mate falls off, it locks up. I still hold on to the braking rope, of course I do, but that does most of the work for me. So paying out slack most of the time, that is absolutely just fine. Without doing anything extra in terms of how to hold this, the next step is to keep doing exactly that, but as you do it, take a step forwards, and that gives you an extra armful's worth of rope going out. So if your mate is just climbing up, you're paying out slack. They go to clip, you're probably just paying out as normal again. If they're doing like that panic clip that you really weren't expecting, then take a step forwards and bang it through. It's probably enough. As they clipped, you can just stand back, and that takes in the slack. You go back to your sort of normal spot. But don't be rooted to that spot. Move around a bit, forward a metre or two, back a metre or two. We don't want to go miles back because physics dictates that if they do fall off, we're going to get slammed into the rock, and that's a bad thing. But don't just be here fixed like that, right? We want to move around a little bit. But sometimes you will want to give slack even quicker. I'm going to show you first off what we don't do, and this is explicitly stated on the Petzl website, so we don't do this. What we don't do is we don't grab the whole device underneath and put our thumb onto the top. It enables you to pay out slack super quick, right? That's not the sort of issue of it. The issue is they tell you not to do it, so we shouldn't do it. I think the idea behind it is that if your mate falls off when you're in this gripped position, with a whole hand over it, you can keep that locked, and the cam then won't engage, and it won't stop your mate from taking a whipper and keep going basically. So that's what we don't do. It's really important, that one. Just take a bit of slack back through. It's all about the trigger finger, right? On a GriGri, it's got this rolled bit of metal over there, and that's where the rope runs when you're giving out slack or lowering, all that kind of stuff. But it also becomes a finger catch. So instead of putting all our fingers under there, we put our finger on top like that, and it goes under there, and that will become clear in a second. Your thumb then goes onto the handle where there's even a little indent, so it sits quite nicely. So it's finger under there, thumb under there. So obviously we've got the brake hand covering the rope. The finger goes under that bar, the thumb goes on top, and then we can bang out slack super quick, as fast as you'd ever need to, as fast as I can pay out slack on an ATC or any other device. So it's all about that. We've got 3 fingers on the rope, we've got 1 under the bar, and we've got the thumb on top of the cam keeping it open. And you can just bang out shed loads like that. Don't need to tilt it this way, that way, or anything like that. It'll just sort itself out. All right. Really important, that one. As soon as you've given that slack, you just go back to belaying as normal. If you need to take some in, you take some in, and we just shuffle it one way or the other. We pay out a bit of slack. Then if you're needing to do it quickly, finger under there, thumb on there, super quick, mega quick, it's great. They're so smooth to use. There's loads of devices out there, of course there are, but I'm a big fan of the GriGri. It's what I use for my own personal sport climbing. I flipping love them. I hope that was of use. I hope it was a shortish video. Please do fire away with any questions. As always, happy to answer as best I can. You know that. I've already said about liking, subscribing, so I won't blather on about that again. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. If you've got any suggestions for other videos, do the same. If not, I'll come up with something myself. So once again, thanks very much for watching. More videos coming up very soon.